Let me tell you something profound, something that can change your life if you let it sink in. Forgiving yourself begins with embracing radical self-acceptance. And I know what you're thinking, easier said than done, right? But here's the truth. You are not your mistakes. You are not your past. You are not the sum of your failures. You are a human being, and human beings are wired to stumble, to fall, to learn, and to grow. That's how we're designed. Yet so many of us walk around carrying this invisible weight of guilt, shame, and self-judgment as if we're supposed to be perfect. Let me ask you this. Who told you that you had to be perfect? Who set that standard for you? Because I'll tell you right now, perfection is an illusion. It's a trap. And if you're waiting to be perfect before you can forgive yourself, you'll be waiting forever. Radical self-acceptance is about breaking free from that trap. It's about looking in the mirror and saying, I see you. I see all of you, the good, the bad, the messy, the beautiful, and I accept you exactly as you are. It's about recognizing that your worth is not tied to your performance, your achievements, or your ability to avoid mistakes. Your worth is inherent, it's unshakable, it's yours, simply because you exist. But here's the thing. Self-acceptance doesn't mean you ignore your flaws or pretend everything is fine when it's not. No, it means you stop fighting against yourself. You stop the war within. You stop punishing yourself for being human. Think about it. When you make a mistake, what's your default response? For most people, it's self-criticism. It's that voice in your head that says, how could you be so stupid? Why did you do that? You should have known better. And what does that voice do? It keeps you stuck. It keeps you small. It keeps you trapped in a cycle of guilt and shame. But here's the truth. That voice is lying to you. It's not helping you. It's not making you better. It's just beating you down. And if you want to forgive yourself, you have to silence that voice. You have to replace it with a new voice, a voice of compassion, of understanding, of love, a voice that says, it's okay. You're learning. You're growing. You're doing the best you can with what you know right now. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but what if I really messed up? What if I hurt someone? What if I made a decision that I can't take back? Let me tell you something. You are not alone. Every single person on this planet has made decisions they regret. Every single person has moments they wish they could undo. But here's the thing. Those moments don't define you. They don't have to dictate your future. You are not your past. You are not your mistakes. You are the person who has the power to choose what you do next. You are the person who can learn, grow, and become better because of what you've been through. Radical self-acceptance is about giving yourself permission to be a work in progress. It's about understanding that growth is a journey, not a destination. And on that journey, there will be bumps, there will be detours, there will be moments where you feel like you've taken 2 steps forward and 3 steps back. But that's okay. That's part of the process. That's part of being human. What matters is that you keep going. What matters is that you don't give up on yourself. What matters is that you choose to love yourself even when it's hard, even when you don't feel like you deserve it. And let me tell you something else. Forgiving yourself is not a one-time event. It's not something you do once and then it's over. It's a practice. It's a daily commitment to choosing love over fear, compassion over judgment, growth over stagnation. It's about showing up for yourself day after day and saying, I'm here. I'm with you. We're in this together. Because here's the truth. You can't hate yourself into a better life. You can't shame yourself into becoming a better person. The only way to truly transform is through love. Love for yourself, love for the journey, love for the person you're becoming. So if you're holding on to guilt, if you're carrying shame, if you're stuck in the past, I want you to do something right now. I want you to take a deep breath and say these words out loud. I forgive myself. I accept myself. I am worthy of love. Say it again. I forgive myself. I accept myself. I am worthy of love. Because you are. You always have been, and you always will be. The moment you embrace radical self-acceptance is the moment you set yourself free. It's the moment you step into your power. It's the moment you realize that you are enough just as you are. And that, my friend, is where true transformation begins. Forgiving yourself is one of the most profound acts of courage you can ever undertake. It's not about pretending that what happened didn't matter or that it didn't hurt. It's about looking at yourself in the mirror, seeing the truth of who you are, and deciding that you're worth more than the pain you've been carrying. And here's the thing, when you forgive yourself, you're not excusing your behavior. You're not saying, oh, it's okay, it didn't matter. No, you're saying, I take responsibility for what happened, but I refuse to let it define me anymore. Let me tell you something, shame is a heavy burden. It's like carrying a backpack filled with rocks, and every rock represents a mistake, a regret, a moment where you think you failed, and the longer you carry that weight, the harder it becomes to move forward. Shame whispers in your ear, you're not good enough. You don't deserve forgiveness. You'll never be better than this. But here's the truth. Shame lies. It keeps you stuck in the past, replaying the same story over and over again, and it robs you of the opportunity to create a new future. So how do you break free? It starts with taking responsibility, not from a place of shame, but from a place of power. Responsibility is not about beating yourself up. It's about standing tall and saying, yes, I did this. Yes, I made a mistake. And yes, I'm going to learn from it. When you take responsibility, you take back control. You're no longer a victim of your past. You're the creator of your future. And that's where the magic happens. Think about it. Every great leader, every person who's ever